We're gonna make some fried smelts. I'm using a little Cajun seasoning, lemon, lime, cornstarch, and flour. That's it. But first I want these smelts, you see they're closed, right? We want to open them. So just put the knife in there. This way you don't cut yourself by going in this way. And we open them up a little. That way when we fry them, they're going to be nice and crispy on the inside and out. I want them flat like so. So they won't take long and they'll be crispy, and that's how smelts are usually eaten, nice and crisp, because you eat everything, the bones and all. So I'm going to clean them and then show you the preparation. I'm cooking them in olive oil, even though most people don't deep fry in olive oil, but I am, because I don't like the other oils in my system. An easy way to get most of the juice out of the lemon, just press down before you even cut it, and the juices will come out easier. Now the lemon and the lime I squeezed into this little soup plate. Now we'll let all of this pick up some of the lemon and lime. Then I'm going to lay these out flat on the board and sprinkle them with the Cajun seasoning and go on to the next step. Now I'll take my Cajun seasoning, which has salt in it, so I'm not going to use any more salt. And I'm only doing one side because these things are very thin. Now I'm going to take them and dust them into the flour and cornstarch mix and deep fry them. I'll put the flour and the cornstarch in a bowl, and to blend them together easily, you don't need to sift them. Just take a whip, a wire whisk. And then we'll take the smelts, put them in here. Shake them up and make sure that you get the inside also coated a little. And they're really pan fried in a way. See, I have about a ½ inch of olive oil in there. We do one side and then we turn them over, and they won't be floating. Just make sure you get the inside, the outside, and as soon as that reaches about 400, put a thermometer in there to check it. Well, there's another way. All you do is just drop a little bit of the flour in there, and if you see it go psst right away, you know you're ready, or if it starts to smoke. So I'll wait 2 minutes until that gets hot. This will stay because of the cornstarch. I always put cornstarch and flour if I'm making a batter to bread something. Anyway, yes, that's hot enough. And this flame is all the way up now. And these have to be crispy because, you know, you eat the bone too. There's no checking of this. All you have to do is give them color and they're done. And of course you don't want to overload the pan because then the temperature will drop and things will tend to like boil in the oil instead of fry. And when do you know when to turn them? You'll see that the edges get a little brown. You could have a dip for this, a mayonnaise-based item, ketchup, remoulade sauce, cocktail sauce. But since I put the lemon and lime on there, and the Cajun seasoning, that'll be good enough for me. See, we got some color. Doesn't take long. It's going to be crispy, crunchy. Don't expect this to be juicy like a regular piece of fish. And the amount to cook is up to you. How many pieces you feel that you can eat. This is really going to be an appetizer tonight for dinner. So about 2, 4, 6 pieces each will be sufficient. And of course I'm going to eat this little one in 2 minutes right here as I put the rest in there. And like I said, I'm using olive oil because it's the healthiest of the oils, even though it doesn't have a high burning point. But I'll live with it. And that should be it. Take these little things out, and I'll show you the plate. The fact that the oil is hot, and it's not a breaded item, which means it doesn't absorb a lot of the oil. That's really hot. So let me get the others in there right away. And we'll look at what I just made. And actually look at the plate. You see a lot of oil on the plate? A little bit dripped off of my tongs, but the items themselves look very dry, and that's a good sign. That means your oil was hot enough. Not like in some places when you go eat, that the food comes to the table looking greasy. So let's see if we can hear this little guy crunch. Funky little devil. Now, later when I want to heat this up, I would never put it in the microwave. You take it, put the oven on low, just warm it slightly, and it'll still be crispy. And they cook fast. The oil is extremely hot now. And there we go. So now you have, how are we going to present this? Very easily. So just put a few pieces on the plate, like so. How's that? Fried Smelts. How nice.